Barbell Weekly Entry 12. Solid week of training. Another pretty lengthy video. I think we're around 8 minutes. Open up the week, 8 sets of 5. I changed that up. Normally I only do sets of 4, and I work some higher sets. But I changed up a little bit. I wanted to get some 5 reps in with the close grips and the double mini bands, and I moved on to tight grip incline with 225. Just kind of working the range of motion, working the lockout. Kyle moves on to hit some 175, I believe. Overhead press, the numbers might be a little changed, give or take a couple pounds. I forget what they said. I had to delete my text, so I don't have the information in front of me. So Kyle does a good job driving up through. You're gonna see in the next video, he purchased a cambered bench bar from Black Widow, I believe. It's a pretty sweet looking bar. I mean, the purpose of the cambered bar is to build the bottom of your bench. He wants to make sure that he's hitting all the rep range, or all the ranges of his bench press, so he can get strong on all of them. Some guys, there's big cambered bars you can bench with. That seems like it's like a 3 to 5 inch one, I would say, but it's a good opportunity to build the bottom of the bench. You can pause with it. I'm sure you can do some type of extension work with it. It's a nice bar to have in your repertoire. This is Steve telling some weirdo at the gym to, hey, fill my bench. And yeah, the guy taped him literally sitting on the bench putting on his reps. It was good, I guess, but I don't know why he still trains at these gyms. He loves it though. 265 for 8. Very good bench pressing here from Steve. Does a good job with his lift off. And he's hammering out the weights. His bench has really gone up in the last, I would say, cycle, the last 12 weeks or so. Very explosive through lockout. 265 for 8 is definitely a close, if not a PR for him, in my opinion. I mean, the form was great. No slowing down. If he had a spotter, he might have been able to get 10. Moved on to my speed day. Last week of the bow bar, 265 for 6 sets of 3. This is around 60%. We had some green average bands on there. I do have the bands around my knees to create more tension in my hip. This is a killer superset to work with. I don't really deadlift on Wednesdays. I usually deadlift on the weekends, but I want to target all those areas as accessories on my Wednesdays. So these are just a banded good morning with an average band. I do 3 sets of 20, and then I move into the dumbbell stiff leg deadlifts with I think I worked like a wider stance, and I put that band around my hip then. And it isolates the hamstrings and the glutes tremendously. It lights me up. I'm definitely sore for the next couple of days. I've been doing this movement here for the last, I want to say maybe 2 to 3 months. Maybe every other week. I can't handle it every week because I just don't recover fast enough from it. It's definitely taxing, but it lights you up, man. I suggest anybody who's looking for a glute and hamstring isolator to give it a shot. Here's Steve's deadlift day, 410 for 5. He wasn't happy with it. He's coming off of a heavy week, and then he went into a deload, and now he's back. First time pulling heavier reps. Said it felt like shit. I thought it moved pretty well. He always does a good job getting into position before he pulls and finishes up through. I believe his belt started riding up on him. Yeah. So he reset and he banged out the last rep. Coming up is Kyle's deadlift day. I'm not sure what weight Kyle's working with. He's definitely over 455 or around there, 485 maybe. Very anxious to see how much he can pull with a real deadlift or a real bar, just a regular one, because his grip has definitely gotten stronger. That fat bar has 0 knurling to it. It's just a tube. Then he bangs out 505 for 1, which is a nice smooth rep. My bench day sucked. Here's 225, 2 sets of 1 with double mini bands. Just wasn't feeling it. I don't know if I was burnt out. So I backed down. I hit 3 sets of 3. Shoulder saver on just to get a little bit of volume in. Looking to maybe change up my days so I can deload. Well, not deload, but take a little bit of a lighter week next week. And just work on some volume and then get back at it the following week. Steve's press day here, 175 for 6, I believe. Does a good job diving up through using the fat grips. He's on a nice rack. That's one thing that gym does have, is a nice rogue rack there. He uses that frequently. Yeah, you just gotta learn to trim his videos. He's the one making this video 8 minutes long, because he's not trimming his stuff. Here's Kyle. Bench day, he's rocking some boots. Kyle had a hellish week. A couple of his babies were sick. But he still found time to get it done. Some people like to bitch and moan when it comes to their training. I don't have time. I don't have the motivation. I don't have the trainer. Shit like that. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to you. If it's a priority in your life, you're going to get it done, no matter what it is. Obviously his family came first. He had to take care of his babies, but then it's time to get the gym. Could have very easily said, here's my chance to get an off day, but he didn't. So these last 2 training vids, I think he was running on like 3 hours of sleep. And he does a great job. Gets it done and gets in and out of his gym. Hopefully now the babies can stay healthy and we can get a good solid week of rest and work in for him. So I'm happy he got his work done. He moved on to snatch grip deadlifts, which are nice. Drives up through. Snatch grip deadlifts just make the range of motion much longer. Really working that upper back, the mid back. They're a great accessory exercise. Our max effort bar this week was free weight cambered bar. Steve had a nice day. That was his heaviest set, I believe. Yeah, here's the second one. So we went like 355 to 365. Every one of them moved really well, though. I mean, he was really happy with it. I was impressed with the speed. Here's his best pull of the day. He absolutely smoked that. He was working sumo prior to it, but there was a lot of pop off the ground with that rep, so I wanted to throw it in. Here's my second to top set, 455 for a single with the cambered bar. No wraps, felt good. I plopped a little bit on the bench or on the box, but fired up, knees stayed out. And this is a bit of a PR. This is the first time I've ever handled 5 plates to a box with any bar. So I'm moving in the right direction. The next couple weeks are going to be a big sign if I can get that 5-plate back squat to a box. So here's 405 double overhand grip. I was just going for reps. Going till the grip let go. I banged out 4. And then I moved on to a little bit of chain weight on there too. Make training a priority in your life and you'll get stronger. Find some consistency in your schedule and hopefully you'll be able to reach the goals you want. Hope everybody has a nice week. Stay safe. Stay strong.